Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel Coding with A. I'm your boy A. So today we are going to implement session-based authentication in Node.js, Expressjs, using Passportjs and MongoDB database. So let's don't waste more time and let's straight jump into the code. Let me share my screen first. Done. So I already created a basic Expressjs server using by installing npmi express and writing a basic Expressjs code. So the code is running on port 3000. So if you don't know how to create a basic Expressjs server, please check my previous video. The links are in description. So the Expressjs server is already created. So let's install Mongoose and connect the Express app with MongoDB database. So npm mongoose, press enter. It will install the Mongoose library inside our project. So after that, create db.js file and then import Mongoose from Mongoose. So create a dummy function like connectivity is saying try catch block for error handling. Yeah. So after that, export that function so we can use that function in other files. Yeah, connectivity. Okay. So console.log print the error on logs. So if system will got any error, so it will show error on terminal and then process.exit. So let's connect Mongoose with MongoDB by using connect function, and here we will put DB URL string, connection string, or connection string. After the connection is successful, print the log on console like MongoDB is connected. Done. So for we have to get a MongoDB string from MongoDB database. So let's go on the MongoDB database, add MongoDB, go into the database. Yeah, the project is already ready. Click on the project. So press connect, go to drivers. So we are using Node.js. You can use any other library, any language, programming language. So we are using Node.js. So let's go with the Node.js. Copy the string, paste the string inside our connection string. So let's use this connection string as an environment variable. So put that connection string inside the .env file. Let's create .env file. Maybe with the put the connection string inside the .env file. So let's get a password. So go to database access, click on edit, add the password like this password, update user. So I always forget the password, so that's why always created a new password. So rename the password 1 2 3 4. Done. So for loading environment variables inside of our Expressjs app, we have to install .env library. So .env basically do that. It will load environment variables from the .env file, and yeah, so we can use that environment variables inside our project. So let's install .env file npmi .env. After that, let's config dot and in Expressjs server.js file require dot dot and dot config. So call the config function so it will configure all the normal variables so we can use in that in our project. So let's go into db.string So for using that variable, we have to write process from .env file dot what's the name, db URL. Let's use that name. Yeah, so that's done. So let's import connect db function inside our server.js file. Const connect db require db, yeah, then call the connect db function. Yeah, done. So that's done. So let's run the server using node1 start server.js file, node1 node1 sorry, node1 start server.js. So it will start our project. Yeah, you see MongoDB is connected now. So that's all, that's done. So let's go forward. No, so it's time for creating a MongoDB models for MongoDB schema. So let's create a folder models. Inside model, create a user.js file. We are going to create a user schema. So for inside our DB. So for that, let's import mongoose from mongoose. After that, use user schema. Then new mongoose. Let's import mongoose schema function for mongoose, and then define the schema. We got email. In the schema, the type will be string, and the second variable will be password. The type will be string. Done. So after that, export the schema module load exports user mongoose dot model user is equal to call that schema function user schema. Done. So user schema is now created. So let's work with that schema. Let's import that schema inside our server.js file. Const user. So require models from user.js file. Yeah, done. So after that, let's look. We didn't we install mongoose. Yeah, so that's done. So first of all, for registration, for user registration, we have to write a API for user registration. Let's write app.post register user is saying request rest. Done. We have our right. Let's write it out for login use login. Let's write only register. Yeah, login route request rest. That's done. So that's done. So let's now install Passportjs and Express session, because we are using Passportjs for building authentication session-based authentication API. So we need Expressjs package for handling sessions inside our Express app. So let's install npm by Express session and passport, and also install pcrypt.js for passport hashing for password hashing. Yeah, press enter. So it will install all the packages. So let's import session from Express session. Require Express session. Let's import passport from passport. Yeah, let's import decrypt from Expressjs for hashing of password. Yeah. So for importing local strategy, we have to install a package passport local for because we are using authenticate we are authenticating user by email and password. So this is a local authentication. So we have to use passport local package uh for using the local strategy of yeah, that's it. So for that one, let's install passport local package inside our project npm I passport local done. So let's import the strategy, local strategy. Let's name it local, local strategy require passport local dot strategy. That's it. Done. So after that, let's initialize all the middlewares inside our app. For initialize the middlewares. So let's initialize the session middleware from Express session. Let's use this option at the moment, secret, or give a secret node app. Then the other option will be receive false, setting it false because receive will modify the user, store the session of the in the storage again and again. So if we set it to false, then it will not modify the session again and again when the session will not modify it. So after that, save uninitialize to false, set it to false again. Yeah, that's the same. So then configure passport. Yeah, passport. For configuring passport, let's use app.use passport dot initialize. Yeah, then use passport function app.use passport dot yeah session. Yeah, exactly. Session, call the session function. Configuration is done. Let's start writing a code for register API for storing a user into our database. For that one, let's use const. Let's structure email and password from quest.body. After that, write try catch block for any type of error handling. Rest or status port 500 dot send. Let's write server error at the moment, server error at the moment. Yeah, done. So let find a user that the user is in the DB or not. Let's use user dot find one by email. Yeah, if if the user exists in the database, then it will not save the new user. Then it will not save the user. Then it will return rest dot status 401 response that send user already exist. Yeah, exist. Yeah. So after that, if the user is not does not exist in our database, so we have to decrypt our passport, hash a password first. Then we have to store our password and email in our MongoDB database. For hashing a password, we are using decrypt. So let's use decrypt dot hash string function password. password. Then give other option 10, number of rounds 10, so it will hash the password to the up to the number of rounds 10. That's it. So let's use hash password variable. Done. So after that, create a new user schema, record email, password will be hash password. Yeah, that's it. Post new user, then save that new user. New user dot save, and let's use await because we are using asynchronous function. Yeah. So after that, send a response to the front end that user that user created successfully. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's it. We are going near. We are going closer and closer. Yeah, that's it. Done. So after that, after writing our register API, so we have to write a passport authentication middleware. For using passport authentication middleware, let's start with passport dot use because we let's use new local strategy because we are using local strategy. Let's write user name field email because we are using email in the place of username. So that's why. So after that, let's write email password. We are getting in our we are getting in our AP call response. So done. AP call request. Sorry, AP call request, no response. Done. Then if then check if the user, then find the user in our DB. If the user find one by email will error user. If any error exists, then it will return done, null, error, false, and message will be sorry, message will be, yeah, in curly brackets minute because we are sending a JSON response at that time. Message will be server error or invalid credentials or invalid credentials made. Yeah, done. Invalid credentials if the error exists. If the let's try it on the next time. If no user exists, yeah. So we have to write the same response that invalid credentials. If the user exists, then we have to compare a password with a hash password. For that one, let's use bcrypt or compare same password, then we'll compare it with hash password user dot password, which we are getting on MongoDB database. Const is match. If the password does not match, then return the same thing, return the same line. If the password matches successfully, then we have to return done null user back to our serialized user middleware. That's middleware is done now. So let's write serialized user middleware. What's in that middleware? The first response will be user and the second response will be done. After that, return done null user dot id. So what serialized user middleware is doing? It when authentication is successful, serialized user middleware will store the user ID into our session storage. That's it. That's the function of serialized user mid. It will fetch the user ID from user object after the authentication is successful and store that user ID into the session storage so we can use next time that user ID. We can use that user ID next time. So that's done. So let's write this serialized user. Yeah. So error user. So it will show ID. Done. Yeah, done. So after that, mm, find the user from MongoDB that is the ID is successful or not by ID. Then the second parameter will be error user. After that, return done error user. Yeah. If the error exists, then it will return error. If the user exists, then it will return the user. Simple, man. Simple functionality. Yeah, that's done. So what this serialized user is doing is passing the ID from, is taking the ID from our session and comparing and finding that ID in our MongoDB database. If the user exists with that ID in our MongoDB database collection, then it will return that user. If the ID is not don't exist in our database, so it will return empty user. And if any error exists, then it will return error. That's it. That's simple, man. After that, let's write login user API call. So in login user API, passport dot authenticate. Yeah, if successful, if the authentication is successful, success redirect to login, success login. If failure redirect, failure, failure login. So let's write this API call success login or failure login. Sorry, success login and failure login. First, app dot get success login. If the authentication is successful, request request res. If let's double check it. Let's double check this API call me. Test dot is authenticated. Function let's call the authentication. If the IP call is authenticated, then it will return rest dot. Sorry, me. Rest dot status 200 dot send user authenticated. Yep, authenticated. Yep, man. If no authentication, then it will rest dot redirect user to failure login. Failure login. Failure login. Yeah. So let's write a failure login API call. Yeah. So app dot get failure login request rest done. Failure login will return status 200 dot send that login unsuccessful unsuccessful. Please try again later response. Yeah, done me. Done. This is done now. This is done now. So after that, let's write the final API call logout. Get a logout for logging out this user from the session. That's it. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Done. After that, request dot log out. Yeah, done. Call that function. and after logging out, let's write, let's redirect it. Let's make it simple. Let's redirect it to login, login failure, login failure, failure login API call, typo error, typo error. Yeah, failure login API call. That's done. Done me. So let's go through the API and check if we miss anything. Yeah. We import a local strategy, connect with the database, dot env, that, yeah, exactly working. Working. So that's done, mate. So our authentication is ready. So our API is now ready, yeah. So session-based authentication API is now ready, yeah. So let's test this API. Let's run the server. Node more. Start. Let's see if we find any bug. Yeah, we found it. Oh, it's with a typo error. It's with a file error. So we have to change the script package.json file. Let's write here. Index.js. We have to write server.js because we are using server.js file as our root file. So so now start node more start. Done. So let's connect with the MongoDB. Done. MongoDB is connected now. So let's run Postman to test our API. Go on Postman. Let's write IP call HTTP localhost 3000. Yeah. So first register user in our database host. For that purpose, we need you need another IP. We need another middleware app produce. We need a two middleware made for passing JSON data. And an incoming request one is for passing JSON data in an incoming request. Is the type where we have to select APC. That's why it's coming. App produce express dot JSON. This one for passing the JSON data from the incoming request automatically, and the other one is we have to use express dot URL encoded to fetch the form data automatically, to pass the form data automatically. Standard true. Done. Both are done, mate. That's it, mate. That's it. Let's restart the server again. Control save. So let's call this API call. Post API raw put JSON data. Let's select JSON. Let's send email. Let's write here. Test at the rate of gmail.com. That's it. Let's write password. Password 1234. Boom. User already exists, man. User already exists because we are using the same database. Let's write an email, another email, test 123. Let's click send. Boom. Oh, the user already exists. Let's write another email, man. For example, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's send. Boom. Oh, I think it's an error with our AP call. The user exists. The user exists is sent. The user exists. Let's debug the IP. Console.log user. We have every user in our DB. Boom. Oh, Doji, we are not using a wait here, man. We are sorry. I am not using a wait here. That's why this error is still keep coming. So let's press send. Boom. Now user created successfully in our DB. So the error was that I am not using a wait here. So it will not the function is not okay. The waiting for progress. So it will bypass the user.find method, find one method, and it will go to the next route without getting any document from our MongoDB database. That's why the issue is coming. Sorry for that one. That's done. So let's now check login API call login. Yeah, Less than. Click on send. Boom. What's the error? Unknown authentication strategy with that one online number. Authenticate 193. Let's check. Let's go 193. No line. So we are debugging the code. What's the error? Unknown authentication strategy. The error is here. We are not using local variable here. My bad. That's why the error is coming. Let's write local. So let's try again to call the API. Boom. What's that? Oh, is this error, another error occur? What's the another error? New Mongo's find one no longer accepted a callback. Oh, MongoDB not accepted a callback function anymore. So let's do that. Let's change something in the code. Let's do something like that. Then catch the dot catch here catch error. The error exists and it will return error response. So let's copy paste it. Copy paste it. Put here. Put here. If no user error, if no user is then that's done. So let's test the IP again. Send. Oh, what Mongoose to form by no longer accepts a callback function. Oh, it's an I think I'm using the callback function again in deserialized user. Yeah, here. So the we have to change it again into 10 catch dot then user that's it dot catch error done null error null user. That's it, man. So let's test type here again. I think we don't get any error in this time. Send. Oh my God, user is authenticated now, man. So the IP is running successfully now. So that's all the bug we have to we sorted out all the bugs. So the IP is now running. So the user is authenticated successfully now. So let's go. Let's go. So yeah, we are getting this response. User authenticated successfully. So now let's call the logout API. For the calling logout API, let's rename this API logout get and we're sending none. Yeah, send. We are not getting any logout API call. Why? Why we have a logout? Oh, we type wire. Yeah, that's it. Let's save the file again. Run the server again. Let's click send. Boom. What's there? Request or logout requires a callback function. Oh, we are not using a callback function request or logout. So it's need a callback function. Let's use a callback function. Error. Let's write error. If error exists, then it will simply if anything happens, then it will redirect to the failure login. Yeah, that's done. Let's restart the server again and let's call the API again. Press send. Boom. Oh, login successful. Login successful now, may please try again like it. So all the APIs are working now. So we successfully created a session-based authentication in Node.js using Passportjs, MongoDB, and Bcrypt.js for hashing passport. That's done. That's all made. That's simple. We find many bugs, many errors. So we successfully go through with that error. We understand what's the basic concept of how to use, how to serialize user, how to deserialize user, how to configure passport in our Expressjs app. That's mentioned. So the advanced thing is go through the Passportjs documentation and go through that documentation. There are many stuff. There are many things in Passportjs official docs. So you can learn a lot of things like so integrating social logins inside apps and doing all the stuff. Yeah. So that's it. That's for today. So let's meet in the next video soon. So have a good day. Keep learning, keep sharing, and keep doing code mate. That's it. That's from my side. if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, and if you like the content, and push the bell icon. That's it. And I will put the source code of this code in the video description. Please have a look on that git repo. And if you like our code, then give a star to the repository. It will give me a motivation to make a good content for you in the future. That's it for today. So have a good day, have a good night. So bye, take care, bye, and keep subscribing, keep liking. Bye. Ta.